linear motion along a straight line. In the previous video we have learned about how the reference point is basically influences the motion of an object or a particle or a body or something. Basically, reference point denotes that either it is at rest or it is moving away from it or it is approaching towards it. Basically is reference point. Depending on the reference point, the motions becomes different. Now here we are defining some dynamical quantities. Basically in the previous video we are tracing how the position changes. Now we try to determine the amount of position change with respect to the point of reference. Let us consider the scenery of the example that is we have considered before. That is, it is a racing track. It is a racing track and it is the point of starting point, and 100-meter racing track is this. So it is the finishing point we have considered. This is the finishing point and it is a 100-meter racing track. So if an athlete is running here, if an athlete is running in this direction, he starts from the starting point and try to finish the race after covering this 100 meter. And if I just try to find out its position at different instants, let us consider it is t equal to 3 seconds. And at that time his position is at a distance 3 seconds from the starting point, 30 meter from the starting point. At t equal to 3 seconds, his position is at a distance 30 meter from the starting point. Let us consider at t equal to 6 seconds, his position is at a distance 60 meter from the starting point. And at t equal to 10 seconds, he just covers the total distance. So if I consider the origin or the point of reference here, then with respect to the point of reference, if I measure the position of the object, then at t equal to 0 second, he is at the position of starting point. When t equal to 3 seconds, he is at 30 meter. When t equal to 6 seconds, he is at 60 meter from the point of reference. When t equal to 10 seconds, he is at 100 meter. So these things that basically determines the distance from the starting point. So a dynamical quantity is defined from here, that is distance. It basically denotes the change in position from the reference point. In better words, it is said path length. It basically refers to the path length at different instants. But there are some quantities which not only depends on the path length, but it only depends on the initial position and the final position. Here we have considered the reference point as the initial position. There is another quantity. This quantity is called displacement. It basically denotes in which direction the position changes with respect to the reference point. So I have to write in which direction the position changes, in which direction the position changes with respect to that of the reference point. So it basically associated with a change in position from the reference point. In which path the position changes, so it basically denotes on the path length, but it does not depends on the, here the path length is not important. It basically depends on the direction along which the position changes, the direction along which the position changes with respect to that of the reference point. So this terminology can be, in short, can be written as, it basically connects the initial point and the final point. Initial point and the final point. If I want to look into deep understanding about this, then we can take an example. Now you just consider it is a 100-meter race. Now the sports authority or sports management want to perform or want to take the decision that the 200-meter race will be performed on the same track. So what the athletes have to do, from the starting point he starts continuing his motion along this direction, then touch this flag and then again returns back to the starting point. So if I am concerning about the path length, what is the path covered by the athlete, then it is from here to here and again returns back. So 100 meter in the time of going and in the time of returning again 100 meter. So the path length covered by the athlete is 200 meter. So the path length covered by the athlete is 200 meter. But the displacement, which is basically concerning about the initial point and the final point. The initial point of starting is this point, this position, and when it returns back it is again at that particular point. So the initial point and the final point is the same point. So it can be said that there is no distance, there is no path between the initial point and the final point. So here we can say the displacement is 0, because the initial point and the final point is the same point. So if I take another example, in that example if I say that an athlete now moving in a circular track like this, the circular track of radius capital R, let us consider it is the starting point. So after one complete revolution along this circular track, the athlete again reaches this point. So again I am concerning about the distance or the path length, then it will be the circumference of the circular track, and that will be 2 pi r. But if I am concerning about a displacement, that is the path length or the straight line connecting the initial point and the final point. Here also the initial point and the final point is the same point, so again the displacement is 0 here. Now if I consider another one scenario, in this scenario just look at this rectangular field of length, rectangular field of length L and breadth B. If an athlete starts running, going over this periphery and reaches this diagonally opposite point, at that time I can say what is the displacement here, what is the distance here. The distance is basically actually the path covered by this, so that we can say the distance is L plus B, that is from here to here L, then here to here B. But what is the displacement? Basically displacement is concerning about the initial point and the final point. So this is the initial point and this is the final point. The straight line connects the initial point and the final point is this, and it is a diagonal of it, so it will be L square plus B square. So this diagonal is basically the displacement of it. Now if I again consider a circular track of radius capital R, now this athlete now completes 2.5 revolutions. 2.5 revolutions of this circular track, 2.5 revolutions. So at first we have to consider the starting point. We consider this is the starting point. So first revolution, second revolution, after that here, after complete the half of it, the half revolution. So now it is, I can say this is the initial point of starting and this is the final point. Now if I concerning about the path length, that is the distance, the distance is basically 2.5 into 2 pi r. Okay, so how it will be? It will be 5 by 2 into 2 pi r, so it will be 5 pi r. Now if I concerning about the displacement, now what is the displacement? After 2.5 revolutions, he is at a diametrically opposite point. So if I connect these two by a straight line, then it will be a diameter, then a displacement we can say it is 2r. So the distance and displacement is different here. Now if I say that a person is moving 3 kilometers along the east direction, after that he takes the, after that he sees the direction of motion, after he takes a 90-degree turn towards his right, he again moves 4 kilometers in that direction. So now if anyone says that what is the distance and displacement, the distance is basically concerning about the actual path covered by him, so it will be 3 kilometers plus 4 kilometers equal to 7 kilometers. This is the initial point of starting and this is the final point. If we connect these 2 points by a straight line, Then the straight line measures the displacement. Then the straight line measures the displacement. So displacement is basically, if I consider this is a 90 degree, then this will be 90 degree. So this is nothing but the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. So the hypotenuse should be equal to 3 square plus 4 square kilometer. According to the Pythagoras theorem, that is the base square plus perpendicular square root over, that gives the hypotenuse. So it will give the 5 kilometer. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 9 plus 6 25, root over of 25 gives you the 5 kilometer. So this is one example. Here the distance and displacement are different. Now if I consider a straight highway, a cab is starting from the city 1 and it is moving towards the city 2, and in the meantime it covers the 400 kilometer. The distance between the city 2 and city 2 is 400 kilometer. In this case, this is the initial point, this is the final point. The actual path covered by this cab, that is a distance, is 400 kilometer here, and the displacement is also 400 kilometer, because this is basically the straight line distance between the initial point and the final point. So from all of the discussions, it is clear that distance is basically concerning about the path length along which path it moves, but the displacement is basically concerning about the straight line distance between the initial point and the final point. It does not depend on whether the particle or the object or the body or that is moving is following that path or not. You just consider it is your home, okay, and this is the food mart where you want to take the groceries. To reach this food mart, you have to follow this type of trajectory. So basically this thing is concerning about the path that you are actually covered. But if I want to see this from the geometrical point of view, if I want to connect this initial point and the final point like this way, initial point and the final point like this way, then the straight line distance between the home and the food mart, it is basically tells us the displacement. So if anyone says in which direction the food mart is, it is in particular direction, it will never change. Maybe you take some different path like this way to reach the food mart. Your path is changed then. If I say this is the path 1 and this is the path 2, the path 1 and the path 2 is changed then. But this thing is not changed, the displacement will not change. So because that the straight line distance between the 2 points will never change, but you can draw numerous number of lines, curved lines or straight lines, mixture of straight line and a curved line between these 2 points. So you can say displacement is the fundamental thing, or you can say the displacement is 1 for a particular initial point and the final point. It may be 0, it may have some value, but the distance may be different. So I want to say displacement is not only telling us the straight line distance between the initial point and the final point, but it also shows the direction. If you are moving from your home to food mark along this path, this shows the path length, the distance, but home to food mart, it is a particular direction. It shows the direction of the displacement. And if you are returning back from the food mart to your home following this path, following the path 2, then the directions of the displacement is changed from the food mart to home. So it is concerning about two things. I want to say straight line distance between initial and final point associated with the direction. Associated with the direction. But the distance is concerning about the actual path covered by the particle. So this is the displacement is not concerning over the actual thing, the real thing. It concerning about the actual thing. But till now the examples we have seen, these one, but only in this particular case, if the path is a straight line, in that particular case the displacement and distance value is equal. In all other cases, just like see here, distance is 7 km, displacement is 5 km. Displacement is less than that of the distance. Here the distance is 5 pi r, displacement is 2 r. Here also distance is greater than that of the displacement. Here, so the distance is greater than that of the displacement. And if the path is straight line, so the distance is equal to that of the displacement. So we can say that distance is greater than equal to that of the displacement. But one thing is considered there in the previous, that the displacement is also associated with the direction. So distance is only referring the path length, no direction is associated there. So we can say the distance is basically a scalar quantity. It has only value or magnitude. But the displacement is a vector quantity. It is have the magnitude and direction, and the direction is directed from the initial point to that of the final point. In the previous example, we have seen when we are calculating the distance from the home to grocery shop, the direction is from the home to grocery shop, the displacement direction is from the home to grocery shop. But in the time of returning back from the grocery shop to home, the directions of the displacement will be from the grocery shop to home. So the direction is from the origin of the starting point of the journey to the final point or the finishing point of the journey. And how to calculate the magnitude of the displacement and distance, or the value of displacement distance, we have seen. So if the distance is a scalar quantity denoted by s, displacement is a vector quantity denoted by s vector. So I can say s greater than magnitude of displacement, greater than equal to of the magnitude of displacement. Again, another point, we have seen that s vector, that is which refers to displacement, it positive and 0. We have seen this thing. If an object translates from one position to another position, then it is positive and it is 0. Let us take an example to understand this. Let us consider it is the initial point. So, if I consider it is in circular trajectory, then after returning to the initial point, the s vector should be 0, because initial point and the final point is same. If I moving in this sense, that is in the clockwise sense, if we say that the path covered by it is 2 pi r. If I take another example just like this, this is the reference point or point of reference. Let two friends A and B meets there. After some time they try to reach their home. So this is the point of reference, and if he try to reach their home, then A starts moving in this direction and B starts moving in this direction. So if I take this direction is positive, then the opposite to that of is considered to be negative. Then if the displacement associated with B, if I consider it as positive, then displacement associated with A with respect to that of the reference point is negative. It is about the consideration. So the displacement number 1, it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0. So 3 possibilities are there: positive, negative and 0. So these 3 possibilities actually tells us about this displacement. But what about this s? The s is either 0 or positive. It can't be negative. If a particle starts its journey with respect to that of the point of reference, with respect to that of the starting point, then it obviously covers some path length, then the distance is always positive. If he does not move yet with respect to the point of reference, then the distance is 0. So let us take an example of that. It is a straight track. Two athletes, I want to say athlete P and athlete Q, starts running. and somewhere in between Q is advanced from B. Since Q is advanced from P, so there is a separation between Q and P. So if there is a separation between Q and P, then obviously Q is advanced by P. So if Q looks back, he sees P is behind him. So we can say there is a separation. If I measure this separation, what is the separation between P and Q? Then we can say it is the, with respect to P, it is the positive. But if I say if two P and Q, both of them are moving with the same manner, then just side by side, then if Q is looking at P and P is looking at Q, at that time they will see side by side there is no change in position, both are at the same position and moving in the track. At that time the displacement is 0 there. If I want to analyze the displacement with respect to this reference frame, with respect to this example, then if P is observing Q, then Q is a particular distance. If I say it is the X, Q is advanced by P by a distance X. Similarly, if Q wants to see P, is behind him. So if he is advanced by X, then it is, we can say with respect to P, he is at a plus X towards this direction. With respect to Q, if I want to measure the position of P, then the displacement is obviously, that is negative. If both are moving in the same manner side by side, then the displacement is 0. Now in this particular example, in this particular type of motion in here P and Q, I have not considered the reference frame at the starting point. I have considered the reference point either P or Q. So when I think from the point of view on P and Q, it is not same as that of the point of view of a person at the starting point. Thank you.